Hello and welcome everybody to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today, for the first time in a while, we are percentage gamers. Things have not been going as well recently here, so I am going to focus primarily on winning and see if we can get to the top 250 by the end of the month to qualify for qualifier weekend next month. We are, of course, qualified this month, so this weekend I will be playing the qualifier weekend, which would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Sealed. Let me know if you want to see me do some sealed builds leading up to that weekend. But let's head in. Now, before this draft starts, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, or you wanted some singles for your constructed deck, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, head on over to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also basically every Magic the Gathering convention. Swing by their booth. Tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right, here we are. Cool but rude, Casey Jones, lots of cool cards. This is certainly, it's a good constructed card, but not going to take it here. At common, there's nothing that I'm going to probably take. Like Mechanized Ninja Cavalry is a decent common to take, but Casey Jones, for example, has far more upside if I do end up in artifacts. And you can even draft a deck where, you know, you're not artifacts, but you have enough where it's worthwhile. So I think I'm going to take that. Karai's Technique is also the other option. Like, full disclosure, like Casey Jones is mostly a blue-red card. I like blue-red more than I like black-white. I feel like blue-red is often more open than black-white, and I think in their respective archetypes, I think Casey Jones is a better card. So let's take that. I think the most flexible pick here would be a Mechanized Ninja Cavalry, but I think I'm going to take the upside here in the Casey Jones. All right. Pack 1, pick 2. I don't know why. Okay, there's a Surveillance Cam. Don't care about Old Hob. Bebop and Rocksteady is a fun one, but I don't think you necessarily want to take it here. I don't know why, but this feels like a pack that might have had. This feels like a pack that might have had a Mouser Foundry in it. I don't know why, but Surveillance Cam and Tainted Treats are certainly the top 2 picks here. Given that I started with Casey Jones, I am leaning towards taking Surveillance Cam or nobody. But Tainted Treats is a far better card. All right, You know what? I feel like drafting some blue-red. I'm just gonna do it. Don't like Raphael Most Attitude. Mouser Foundry is great. Had I taken the Tainted Treats out of this pack, I would have taken Mona Lisa Science Geek. Karai is also a really, really nice card for the sneak deck. So if we went down that route, that would have been an option. But I do think Mouser Foundry is premium in these blue-red decks. And I just love, look, this is just a deck that I like drafting the most, full stop, as you can tell. We have been struggling, but most of those struggles have come from drafting the other decks. Although now it does feel like black-white is where we need to be, so I might need to shift back here and take April O'Neil or Karai's Technique. I think I'm going to take April O'Neil over the Technique because this gives us an easier pivot point. Karai's Technique is fine, but if I take the April O'Neil, I can move into, for example, a red-white deck, if that's something that we need to do, right? So let's take this. I would still much rather be blue-red, but if white aggro is open, then I'll move in that direction as well. All right, pack 1, pick 5. Yeah, I mean, the artifact cards are not flowing anymore. Dawn and Ref is not a good artifact card, so I'm not going to take that. And we have Uneasy Alliance and Orokusaki. I can take the Uneasy Alliance to try to move into red-white, but I just feel like black-white is more open, and if I want to go black-white, I think the Saki is better. All right. We're making the pivot. It's a late pivot, but it does feel like maybe that's where we need to be. And then, of course, now we have this pack that doesn't have either. And another rough draft. Okay, well, you know what? It's okay. There is Splinter's Technique, which I don't think is that great. There is Old Hob if I wanted to move into like a red-white aggro deck. There's High Flying Ace, which is totally fine. There's Mind Transfer Protocol if I wanted to still be artifacts. We'll just take High Flying Ace as just like a mediocre but filler level creature that can go into this strategy here. Pack 1, pick 7. Again, no artifact cards are flowing, and not a whole lot of the green stuff. So I feel like white aggro is where we need to be. I'll take Turtle Lair. I do think this card is fantastic in these types of decks. So let's go ahead and take this here. Pack 1, pick 8. We now have a pretty dry pack here. There is EPF Point Squad if I want to go back into red-white, or Action News Crew. I'm just going to take Action News Crew because it's a 2-drop. That's another Turtle Lair. So again, if black-white somehow ends up... Like, the black-white players should be taking this highly, but they're not. So that is a little bit concerning here as well. But, I mean, we're just getting none of the artifact cards, right? So this is kind of where we're at, and we're just hoping that this comes together. I guess I'll take Raphael in case I end up in red-white, because we're not seeing the black cards either. And we'll see what... The problem now is pack 2 is going to be terrible, because we passed all the ninjas. So we'll see where this goes. Man, okay, so, and this is just a good indication of, like, disaster drafts happen to everyone, right? The 2 or 3 players to my right might not be in ninjas, but the players to my left will probably be in ninjas. So pack 2 is going to be tough. And then pack 3, I'm going to be looking okay for the first few packs, but then it's going to dry up again. But one thing is certain, right? The blue-red deck has just not been available at all. All right, well, we'll just take the Mutanimals. The ultimate bailout uncommon. Better than Shark Shredder, Mikey and Leo, and Orokusaki. Dream Beavers is actually comparable, especially in black-white. In fact, it's a slightly better card in black-white. But because it's so close, I'm going to take the Mutanimals, because there's still a world where we can be red-white. And if we end up in red-white, then obviously, like, no matter what, I'm going to be the color white. So Mutanimals is going to be good. All right, now we have Dimensional Exile versus Orokusaki. I'll take the Dimensional Exile as it's a premium removal spell that also solidifies the white color that we have moved ourselves into. And man, if I can salvage this draft somehow and trophy with this, that would be awesome. All right, ooh, oh, look at this pack. Rat King Verminister. That's quite the name. Neutrinos if I want it to be red-white. But the Rat King is awesome. So, I mean, this is hopefully a good sign that we're going to continue getting hookups here in pack number 2. We got Mighty Mutanimals, Exile, and Rat King. And so now I want to just hope. All right, Karai's Technique, okay. Technodrome is a very good card, very good artifact card. But, of course, that's no longer where we are headed. The problem is we only have 9 playable cards, and we are halfway through pack 2. So we need to table a lot of stuff as well. It's a slash, so that's really good as well. But we're taking Leonardo Big Brother here. And now, do I wish I had the Dream Beavers? Maybe. Yeah, the Dream Beavers do look like they would be pretty good here. Also, I took Action News Crew over Tunnel Rats. I don't even know which one's better, by the way. All right, I'll take Turtle Blimp as a fine top-end card. A little bit of evasion. And who am I kidding? We are definitely playing Action News. This is one of those decks, though, where I might only play 1 copy of Turtle Lair just because it might hamper my ability to cast my spells, because I actually don't have that many ninjas. I have 3 right now. All right, we'll take Foot Mystic in case we have to play it, but hopefully we don't. All right, Leonardo Big Brother. That's a late nobody. Maybe the Dream Beavers tables. Yeah. Woo. Nope. All right, we'll take... I don't think I want a 3rd Action News Crew. We'll take an Eastwind Avatar. You gotta play what you gotta play. Insectoid Exterminator. I mean, these are all filler. But we're going to play all of them. Other than maybe Foot Mystic. Ooh, Jenika's good. Is Shredder's Revenge playable? I don't know. All right. Okay, pack number 3. We still need a lot of help, and Super Shredder is a great place to start. This card's awesome. It's every time you read it, it's just like it ends up being better than you think it would. Oh, by the way, first pick, had I taken Mechanized Ninja Cavalry, would have been better for us. But yeah, let's take Super Shredder here. Great ninja, great aggressive card. Ooh, what is this? Is this Umizawa's Jite? No. All right, I guess. Wait, hold on. Is Dream Beavers better than Leonardo Sewer Samurai? It might be, right? I have so many sneak cards. 1, 2, 3. I don't have so many. I have 3, 4. You know, I actually think the Dream Beavers is better. I'm gonna take it. Let me know what you think about that pick. I think the Dream Beavers is better for what the Ninjas deck is trying to do. We'll take Grounded for Life for some interaction. The other card is obviously way sweeter, but this is just a perfect card in these black-white decks, helping you trigger your Disappear. I do have a couple of Leonardo Big Brothers and an Orokusaki and a Karai's Technique. Would like to pick up some more ninjutsu or sneak cards if possible. Here I'll take Hamato Guardian Stance. I mean, all these cards are going to make its way into our deck. Donatello, Return to the Sewers would have been nice. Here we will take another Leonardo. This is a third copy of Leonardo Big Brother, which I don't love, but I don't think Foot Elite is very good. So let's just take this, and this is one of those decks where you kind of have to get a little bit lucky anyways. So I think where I'm at with the Turtle Lair, let's take a look. 7 ninja. I think I'll play 1. If I do pick up a black-white tap land, I think I can play both, but if not, I'm just going to play 1. All right, pack 3, pick 6. High Flying Ace versus Escape Tunnel. Yeah, I guess I'll take Escape Tunnel. I mean, I have other cards that are on par with High Flying Ace as filler level cards that I can play here. Now there's a Nobody and a Buzzbots. Oof. Gosh, do I want another one of these tricks? Yeah, I mean, that's what this deck's about, you know? Ooze Spill, pick 8? Where did all of these blue cards come from? Did people give up? Maybe. Maybe they gave up. Oh, Shredder Unrelenting on the wheel is nice. All right, well, I mean, this is our deck. Probably play that as well. I think we can play 16 lands double Jenica. 16 lands double Jenica, 1 Turtle Lair. I think that's the sweet spot for what I'm going to be looking to do here. Some number of tricks, handful of interaction, a fine curve of some medium cards, and we're going to just try our best here. I'm not going to play the third Hamato. I draw the line at 2 Hamato Guardian Stances, okay? Even 2 is probably too many. But I'm thinking about ways to, like, cheese my opponents out here by, like, giving my Leonardo flying. You know what I mean? So what was our curve? 3? That's actually much higher than I thought. But noting that, like, these can cycle. This I sneak in for 4. These I sneak in for way less. Actually, I think I'm just going to play 2 Turtle Lairs and just cut one of the Hamato things. Or cut one of these cards. We'll see. I have 18 creatures. Yeah, let's cut Shredder's Revenge. Keep the tricks. My game plan is to, like, chip away and then give, like, Leonardo flying or use Turtle Lair to kill my opponents. Yeah. Yeah, that is currently the plan. And I'm going to play 1 more Swamp. I'm going to have an even mix. I know I have way more white cards, but I have the 2 Planecyclers, and I really want to play Dream Beavers and Super Shredder early. So let's try this. All right, now before round 1 starts, I wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really good way to join a great group of folks looking to up their limited game. I post monthly videos on the Patreon along with monthly streams. Lots of benefits. If you want to take your game to the next level, check it out. Ooh, this draft. All right, what do we got? Opponent on the play here, 3 lands and Magic the Gathering cards I will keep. Escape Tunnel will get us a Swamp. I don't actually have a 2-drop. We have a Dream Beavers and a bunch of 2s. Let's keep this. Okay, our opponent mulliganed. Turn 1 Dream Beavers. Just based on how I physically feel right now, after my opponent played that turn 1, I'm happy with my decision to take Dream Beavers. Okay? I'm happy with my decision. I mean, I'm probably going to lose this game, but just, you know, still. It's the grown test. Mighty Mutanimals being the biggest offender, of course. Yeah, I mean, this is about as bad of a hand as I could have against on the draw against a Black-White Ninjas deck. Okay. Oroku Saki or Leonardo. Let's play Leonardo. That actually blocks April O'Neil. Yeah, 3 mana, 1/3. Not the strongest. Now, next turn I can play Eastwind Avatar to... And the nice thing here, at the very least, is they didn't really sneak anything in. Right? April attacking is a little bit interesting. Okay. Alright. Boom. Well, we have our defenses set up now, and we certainly have a lot more action, and I just feel like it could have gone a lot worse for us. So I'm I'm very happy that right now this is all I'm facing, and that they haven't drawn like 3 cards off of an Oroku Saki. Okay, nothing from the opponent. What do I want to do? Let's go Turtle Blimp, because that just gives me another flyer. Then I can attack with the Eastwind Avatar. And it's got Vigilance, so they can't cast Grounded for Life on it, which is nice. All right, 3 damage coming in. And then we have, like, our defense is fully set up as well, right? So that's great. Sneaking in Turtle Blimp would be pretty nice. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. They now have land number 5, so they can play... Yep, Jenica was one of the cards that I was thinking. All right. Now what? So Action News Crew, I feel like at this point, it's probably best suited to just channel. I'm just going to play my own Jenica here. And just make the obvious attack. Well, hold on. Can I also attack with Turtle Blimp? I feel like that I can, so let's do that. We need to at least, like, try to get them low, so that Action News Crew can start going to work. They got a food, sure. But we have plenty of blockers for all their things. 3 cards in hand. We got Shredder, Action News Crew, Oroku Saki. We have the bigger board now. They passed. So now, this is a turn where, like, yeah, I mean, it gets a little bit dicey. It absolutely does. Let's go April O'Neil. I don't want either of those. I could give my Leo unblockable, but they have 5 man. They have 5 men and 3 cards. You know what I mean? All right, so that's a make your move, sure. Oh. That's really good. All right, so now we might have to rely on Leonardo to finish things off here. That was a really good turn for the opponent, though. They got rid of 2 threats. Fantastic. It looks like they have something on top. This is not a ninja, so I can't make it unblockable. So that just gets eaten. I'm just going to play Oroku Saki here, because I just want maximum board here, so that when I channel the Action News Crew, it's going to be really good. Like next turn, if I just attack with everything in channel, that's going to be tough. Okay. They're at 17. Okay. They're probably going to make super obvious blocks. This is going to be the best Action News Crew ever. Oh my gosh. Disgusting. They lost all their creatures and I kept all of mine. I have never seen a channel news, I've never seen a news crew that good. Okay, well, we got one. I think we got very lucky to win that one. I just, like, the average ninja draw with the turn 1 Dreambeavers, for them not to have anything to sneak in the first 3 turns of the game, and me being on the draw and only playing a Leonardo, like, I feel like I'm supposed to lose that matchup, you know, 80% of the time. But it's just that 20% where we managed to just not run into anything. All right, on the play here. Wow. I mean, I have 3 lands and all removal spells. I don't know if this is how you win with ninjas, but maybe it's the boomer in me, but I can't get myself to mulligan a hand with 2 planes, a swamp, 3 removal spells, and a creature, right? Okay, draw a land, which is fine. Hello. If they play something, I'm probably just going to use the Karai's technique. Oh, never mind. I drew a Dreambeavers. This is one of those, I feel like, I don't need another land, I don't think. I feel like just utilizing my mana the best way. I guess Grounded for Life probably gets it done, honestly. So let's just do that. Finding good opportunities to fire that off is always nice. That is a Jenica. Gosh, using an exile on this is so sad. But using an exile is even worse because they draw a card. Well, not even worse, but it's also bad. All right, this is a rough. I'm not sure about this one, folks. But it is an evasive creature. April, see? God. Just ultimately punished, right? Ultimately punished here. I am just a giant doofus. I mean, look, there's only a handful of creatures that, like, really punish me. April O'Neil is one of them, you know. Guess I'll keep it. I mean, I'm hoping that, like, my creatures here still gets it done. Metalhead, okay, sure. You don't want to bounce Shredder, though. I think you bounce Dreambeavers. Yep. Good play from the opponent. Okay. Alright, opponent's at 4. Look, their deck is awesome. Minus that 2-drop that they played that I maybe shouldn't have killed. So here's the thing. I can kill them with Karai's technique on the Beavers or making Shredder unblockable, right? So there's multiple angles of attack. So they need to find a way to deal with both. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay. All right, got it done. Yeah, wow. All right. Let me think about. Yeah, I don't. I'm thinking about that just that sequence in general and what I should have done. Perhaps it's just Karai's technique because the disaster like they get their card, but the disaster scenario of them playing like a super busted rare and me not being able to kill it. Like my thought process is that at 4 mana in blue-red, like let me look at some of the cards here in blue-red, but like what are the cards that I'm really afraid of, right? April O'Neil Hacktivist on turn 4. I mean, that's basically it on turn 4, right? So I think maybe for that reason, like that's why I did it that way. Just because I felt like I would be able to answer just about any other creature. I suppose they could play like Donatello, but that doesn't fly. They could play Ray Fillet. I can kill that. So, just trying to think. I don't know. I could kill Baxter Stockman. Yeah, I don't know. I think on average, it is better to exile the 1/1 and just hope they don't play something big. But those are the things you think about when you know, in this instance, it was very bad for us. All right, opponent on the play here. I'm going to keep this. 2 swamps, but I have Jenica. Okay. I would love to naturally draw planes. Or a ninja land. Red-white, turn 2, April O'Neil. So this has to leave the battlefield. Got it. Okay. All right, red-white, I mean, they will almost certainly have some way to deal with this thing. We'll see. EPF point squad planes. So that allows me to play April O'Neil, which is fine. I need lands, of course. I mean, this is still all fine, right? Like, drawing a turtle lair isn't terrible. Hold on, let me think here. Maybe Karai's technique is good and I don't want turtle lair. And then next turn we plane cycle. Yeah, I don't want turtle. We'll do this. I'll keep the removal spell. The plan here is to next turn get a planes, play Dimensional Exile, and then on the following turn I can Karai's technique. I mean, if they leave themselves a little bit vulnerable, I can certainly just like attack and sneak with Karai's technique. That's also an option. But right now, if they don't kill April O'Neil is absolutely looking to trade if possible. Now, if they deal with the Shredder, yeah, I mean, that's obviously problematic. Raphael Tough Turtle, okay. Sure. So I have a 3/3 Super Shredder. Okay. Planes. Let's kill the point squad. And now we can attack. Boom. I mean, now it looks Super Shredder's a 4/4 menace. They got to deal with it. You know what I mean? This should be a Kindred Ninja spell. Why not? Okay, nothing from the opponent. Interesting. But they didn't go for Grounded for Life either. But I do have Hamato Guardian Stance, so I think the play here is to just attack. It's got Menace. If they kill it, they kill it. They could have killed it previously anyways. And then we'll just play Eastwind Avatar. What is this attack? I guess I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly not a winning line. But it's one of those do what you gotta do type situations, maybe? Alright, opponent at 6. I will probably block this next attack. And we actually are 1 land away from channeling the Action News crew again. And we have Hamato Guardian Stance and, of course, also Karai's technique. But, I mean, they just missed on a land here. Okay. I believe we are no longer percentage gamers, but I would like to build up a bigger buffer. We're trying to get to the triple digits here. Sadly, I don't think going 4-0 will get us there, but we'll see. All right, opponent on the play. We're going to keep this. We have a Super Shredder. Oh, turn 1 Dream Beavers. Yep. Oh, hey. Hey. Oof. I'm keeping that. I mean... Like, I know it makes my draws super awkward, but I just gotta keep it. Leaders... Come on! Okay, so now here, like here's a legit, like, real question. What do I do? I think it's just get the Orokusaki in. Because what are they gonna do? Sneak a 3-3 Dream Beavers? Wow, English. What are they going to do? Sneak a 3-3 Dream Beavers? I don't think so. And this just lets me draw a bunch of cards. Sure. All right, so now we have... Oh, the Grounded for Life doesn't work. That's funny. Because it untaps. Oh, that was a draw. The draw of kings. Okay? The draw of kings. I'm going to see if I can scry a land to the bottom. Let's play the Dream Beavers. Land on top, yes. Okay. Wow, this is perfect. All right. Our good draw is able to keep pace with their good draw. That's all this is. It's only fair, you know what I mean? They got all their trinkety stuff on their side, you know? The ooze, that's a really good one. Okay. We gotta think here now. I can play Mighty Mutanimals. Oh god, there's so many good options here. I can also just play Super Shredder. Because if they block, I'm happy. And if they don't, I can just keep up. I can just ground it for life. I think I like that. So let's go Super Shredder. Oh, Karai's technique. That's great too. Okay. Before blocks, of course. All right. Things are looking very good. Hopefully they don't have the time to like utilize all their ooze shenanigans. Okay. I have the Mighty Mutanimals, but I don't think I want to do that. I think it's better to just kill this, pump my things, and then play Rat King. Draw my card. Oh, never mind. I didn't trigger disappear. What am I saying? Well, escape tunnel triggers disappear. What does that do? What does this do? Oh, Metallic Mimic. That's an old card. Okay. It's a little reprint, I guess. Sure. Alright, well, they're just dead here, right? Let's see. Mighty Mutanimals. I guess they're not technically dead. I can make this unblockable. They have to block Oroku. Okay, well, this just puts you dead, so... They're like, nope. I'd rather not get valued here. And I would rather die. Okay, well, you know what? That was just too... Like, well, my opponents... That was a really nice start, but we were able to keep up. We were. I mean, we had some really good top decks there to get us to allow us to compete with that draw. So, Just Lola, one of the best limited content creators out there. You should definitely check him out. Very, very good player. We've also had our opponents mulligan a lot. So, look, like I mentioned before, you gotta be mindful of when you're also lucky. And right now, also Lola, from the content that I've seen, he just always loves, if he can help it, if he has the ability, he will almost always draft like nonsense multicolor decks and do really, really well with them. Let's get a little disappear going. Pump the Rat King, make a token, Mighty Mutanimals. I mean, this is the hand of dreams here on the play, right? He's doing multicolor pizza stuff, and the fun police, if you will, is the Orzhov Ninja Sneak deck on the play. Like, this type of hand just plays itself, you know what I mean? And if he blocks the rat, it's even worse for him. So, all right, well, this is, you know, certainly the best that we have, which is a very, very good draw. What can he do? If he kills the Mighty Mutanimals, he still has way, way too much that he needs to handle. He's still 1 mana away from casting the last Ronin, which obviously is something that could get him out of it. Mutagen Man, okay. And can gain some life. So that's actually not bad. All right. So what do I do now? Given that he's at 9 life, like, so the Leonardo kind of needs to get blocked. I mean, turning this into a 4/4 seems pretty good. And keeping up the Hamato Guardian stance is also great. Oh, that's a good question. Sure. That's one way to like. So what's going to get blocked? I think Mutagen Man gets blocked by Leonardo, and then Mona Lisa gets blocks the Mighty Mutanimals. Whatever. 4, 5, 6... 2 mana available, and then we just get more rats. I can make the Mighty Mutanimals live. I'll just do this. I don't actually know if I want this Eastwind Avatar, actually. Did I scry a land to the bottom? I actually might want to land. So 4 cards in hand. If they kill this, that's something. And they can... Well, the thing is, if they kill this and block this, they still die to a Hamato Guardian stance, right? Basically, I want to be able to go Eastwind Avatar next turn to have another flyer and cast Hamato Guardian stance. Kitsune. Okay. Well, this is simply not enough, right? I just literally attack with everything and they die. All right, well. Just in case. I mean, you know, good powerful deck. We just killed them before they got anything going. So, glad we got Lola Man down. 5-0. Look, this is, you know... Doesn't matter how good your opponent is. You get a good curvaceous draw with the Mighty Mutanimals, it's hard to mess up. All right, opponent on the play here. Perfectly fine hand. 3 lands, April O'Neil, Leonardo, Jenica, and a Super Shredder. Okay, let's go Plains. Turtle Lair, so probably also a white-black deck here. Double Turtle Lair? It is an interesting choice to lead out with double Turtle there, to say the least. It just prevents your... It doesn't give you the ability to play anything else. I mean, they might have kept a double Turtle there April O'Neil hand, which would help explain what's happening. You know what I mean? All right, don't want any more lands. I will absolutely keep Dimensional Exile, though. I will, of course, block April O'Neil here if it attacks. Or if she attacks. Or, well, now maybe not, because they played the Weathermaker first. Let's go Super Shredder. I guess they can sneak something in now, but that's part of the cost of doing business. Like I got the Super Shredder in play. I mean, they could also just kill the Super Shredder, which is fine. Next turn, we still have the ability to double spell, right? We can go April O'Neil plus Dimensional Exile into Jenica, and that is totally fine. Okay, excuse me. Opponent used Karai's technique to kill my Super Shredder, which makes a lot of sense. I don't think I want to use Dimensional Exile on April O'Neil, so let's just go Escape Tunnel first. Right? Because we want to thin out our deck, and also we want to shuffle first before scrying. Then we play April O'Neil. Eastwind Avatar I'll keep, just because it's a threat. We move on. They didn't have a land outside of the Weathermaker, which is good, because this needs to get to 3 charge counters. This is an easy block. Lord Dreg. Oh, very nice. Great heads-up play there from the opponent. The thing is, for me, it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type situation, where, like, if I don't block, they sneak something in. If I block and they play a disappear card, I mean, it's less likely that they have disappear and more likely that they have sneak, right? So. Grounded for life here, sure. Gosh, you got another thing to sneak the token in? That's annoying. All right, well, whatever. I mean, this is a racing situation, full stop, so it's fine. Let's get rid of Lord Dreg. Let's play Eastwind Avatar. Move on. I want to just get my opponent kind of low, and hopefully I can finish them off with Turtle Lair. Opponent has 3 cards. If they deal with the Eastwind Avatar, obviously that's problematic. They certainly could. Yep. And a Koya to kill my token? Okay. Yeah. So. Nope. Good stuff from the opponent. I don't think we're going to win this game now. Oh my gosh. What? Wow. Talk about stealing victory from the jaws of defeat. Karai's technique off the top. Can we get any luckier in this run? My opponent had to attack me with the Oroku, go down to 6, attack me with the token. Like, everything they did was fine. They literally lost to the perfect card there. That's a removal spell that also pumps my creature. Unbelievable top deck. Unbelievable. All right, 6-0. Playing for a trophy. We haven't trophied in a while. All right, opponent on the play here. We are on the draw with 3 lands, 4 spells, gonna keep, and another mulligan here. Turn 2, we have Action News Crew. We got a Dimensional Exile and some I mean, we got creatures and spells. Doing the thing. Ooh, Oroku Saki. Nice draw. Hello. Buzzbots the play from the opponent. Slightly less exciting Action News Crew, but you know what? 2-drop is a 2-drop. Nobody? Okay. Do they block Action News Crew? Probably, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to attack because it's a free attack. Yep. Makes sense. Then we're just going to play Leonardo. Only because, like, this thing is not... Like, it's going to connect once. There's a Buzzbots in play, right? Donatello. Really good stuff from the opponent. So now I probably want to get Donatello off the battlefield here. And then just sneak in Oroku. Oh, wait. Yeah. They're not going to block. And then we're just getting a card. Ooh, Dream Beavers. That's a nice one. Next turn we can go Dream Beavers plus the Eastwind Avatar. We obviously had to use a removal spell on a 3/4, and they can play something bigger. But I think it was worth it to try to draw a card. I don't think it was worth it. They played Northwind Avatar. Every time I cast this card, my opponent immediately follows it up with one of the best rares in the format that they can play in their colors. It's okay. We'll figure out something. They're going to get something out of their sideboard here. Do I have a Make Your Move in my deck? That would be nice. Okay, Dream Beavers. Yeah, I guess so. I do have the Jenica, right? So here's the thing, though. Like, they might attack me with this, and then, I don't know. I mean, it might be kind of close. Oh, Baxter... Never mind. All I have to say about this turn is oof. Oof, oof, oof. So Eastwind Avatar trading with a Buzzbots. I can double block this. Alternatively, I take it, and then I put a counter on the Eastwind Avatar, and then... How do I win this game? I'm getting this off the battlefield. Okay. All right. And now we land cycle. Get a plains. Play Mighty Mutanimals. Put a counter here. Attack. Do I chump here? Nah. I mean, they might block with Baxter. Okay. I mean, obviously that's a trade that I'm happy with. So. All right, 3 cards in it. Look, I'm still not in a good spot here. They have a Northwind Avatar that I need to answer. Ooh. They just passed? Wow. Sheesh. The thing is, I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak anything in. So I suppose I just play it. It is large. Then let's just put a counter on it. And then I can start attacking with it next turn. Like, if they had a removal spell, they would have killed my Mighty Mutanimals, right? So. Oh, they got me with the Rennet. One of the most, like, mediocre-looking good cards in a while. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It's so much worse than it looks. But I will have to block this. Let's double block. Oh my gosh. They get to copy a token and then replay Northwind Avatar? Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? The curse continues for me. But you know what? I don't want a short video anyways. You know what I mean? I don't want a short video anyways. So take that. I don't want them to untap and play Negate or something stupid. And I want to make a 3/4 to block Donatello. But if they kill this, it's worse because I take a bunch, but whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, their deck's great. Great deck, Venom. Now I gotta block Donatello. And this is simply too much. Yeah, GG's. You know, let's actually hit them with a good game. They did some really cool stuff. Northwind Avatar pulling its weight. 6-1. 2 more shots, please. Hey, you know, honestly, we got to be happy that we got 6 wins with this pile, right? Just given how the draft went, given how I think we had like 3 playables or 4 after pack 1. Like, we got to be happy about this. All right, on the play here, gonna keep this. We have a turn 2. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see what I play turn 2, actually. I'm not sure what to play. It might just be April O'Neil, honestly. Drew another swamp. Yeah, let's get some scrying going because we have all lands. Don't want the land, but I will keep the Karai's Technique. Blue-red is the... Okay, the April O'Neil. Let's play Super Shredder. Tech. Alright. They're probably going to kill Super Shredder, but whatever, right? It's just like, if they do, they do. What can you sneak in your Grixis no respect for the game mana base? If you sneak in Orokusaki, come on now. Come on now. They're Grixis. How does this even work? All right. Let's play April O'Neil again. Hamato Guardian Stance. It's an interesting one. Let's keep it. Anchovy and banana pizza. Bye-bye, Super Shredder. Okay. Classic Grixis Ninjas. Classic. All right, well, if the game goes on for a bit longer, I feel like we're in a lot of trouble. Next turn, probably best to just, like, action news crew. Well, I mean, it obviously just depends on what they play. Yeah, but I don't know if I love having... Gosh. Gosh, okay. 5 cards. 1 blue mana, Fugitive Droid. Yep. What the heck? Why are they blocking with just one thing? That is so weird. I guess they have a sneak card? Okay. Orokusaki? Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna just die to Donatello. This is why they didn't block the way that they did. Good beats. Well sequenced. I made fun of it, and you know what? Joke's on me. Joke's on me. That's amazing. Well, I can't afford to cycle this anymore. I guess I'm just gonna get rid of that thing. So they're like Demir ninjas with a red splash for something. I mean, we got off to about as good of a start as possible, but then the triple anchovy and banana pizza really slowed things down, and now they're just gonna take over. Oh, cool deck here, G-Sonic, and like I said, my deck already I feel like kind of overperformed. So it is what it is. I hope they cast like a stomp by the foot here or something. I think it's better to just channel the Action News Crew, by the way, and then just like try to draw some good action later on. Yeah. Wait, are they splashing Mechanized Ninja Cavalry? Never mind. I was gonna give you props, but this is a slop. What the hell is this doing in your deck, man? Really? Like, everything else makes sense. The Mechanized Ninja Cavalry on the splash is basically indefensible. Alright, I don't think I want to attack. Let's just go Jenica. Basically, the plan here, and I know they have 2 cards in hand, the plan here is to just try to ambush the Stockman here and hope that works. Maybe they're flooded, right? Okay, so they're going to try to trigger Disappear here because they're sacking an Anchovy and Banana Pizza, or they can get it back from their graveyard. Brilliance. Oh my gosh. See, that's a worthy splash. You know what I mean? That is absolutely a worthy splash. Alright, well, we're super dead now. Okay, but they're at 11. We can't win. The Ninja Cavalry, that's like that's a joke. Alright, 6 and 2. Our hand was totally fine that game. They just had a better hand. Okay. Well, will the curse continue? At this point, very likely. I think I'm probably like a 45%er going into every match, so losing those 2 in a row, man. Alright, on the play here, Plains, Dream Beavers. I got a mulligan this. I drew double Hamato Guardian Stance. That is sad. I'm keeping both. This is 3 lands, Orokusaki, and double... 2-drop, please? No? Okay, well, we are not happy. Not happy at all. I'm going to play this because this doesn't get stumped by the foot. Frog Butler. Okay. And a tap land? Oh, just a normal land. Okay. Alright, well that helped. Drawing a card. Into Grounded for Life. Okay. Maybe they have Stump by the Foot. I kind of hope they do. Tenderize works. As it has Death Touch. I can't save it. So they didn't attack me and they just kept that up? Okay. Tainted Treats, maybe? What the heck? Oh, maybe they had a counterspell. Primordial Pachyderm, okay. Now they're attacking here. We're gonna take it. Alright, that is a Shredder Unrelenting. They have 4 cards. Alright. I mean, don't love my spot, but, you know, especially with them with 4 cards in hand, but it is what it is. If they have another Tenderize, that's pretty bad. Like, and if they kill Shredder, I basically have nothing. Okay, just a Pachyderm. Okay. This is giving me a little bit more hope. cautiously optimistic. I gotta kill Frog Butler. Oh, man. Is it a save by the shell? Could be. Sure. Yep, they're just trying to stay alive. We'll keep that. Four cards in hand. Their deck looks great. I think if they had a way to kill Shredder, they would have done so already. All right, lessons from life. Okay. The issue here is just it's like, what am I supposed to do? Attack into Frog Butler? It's kind of a rough spot, right? Yep. Tainted Treats. Yeah, Stacks. Just really solid Sultai deck. Everything that you would expect. Great deck, Fetter. Certainly better than the deck that we drafted. All right, Primordial Pachyderm. Sure. Okay. Oh. It's a lot of action. So if I turn this into a 5/5, I can turn it into a 6/9, which would technically save it. Is that worth? Don't want that. I don't know that it's worth. They have two cards. I mean, having it be a 4/4 is pretty good. I think putting a counter on April actually makes sense. Let's put this on the bottom. I'll keep Action News Crew because it cycles and pumps my squad. Yeah, we're just gonna take it slow here. They still have 3 cards in hand. We have a lot to fight through. That I feel like I want to block. Sure, just because they can like sneak. And I think that's just too much of a blowout if they do. And I'm going to hold on to the Hamato Guardian stance. Okay. Rat King, sure. Zoo Escapees. Okay. Yep. So I guess they're not really going to block. The question is, what do I want to do with Action News Crew? I think I'm just going to play it defensively, see what they do here. Oh, gosh. They're going to get an anchovy and banana pizza. Yeah. Really? Okay. That might give us hope. No, this is pretty hopeless. What am I saying? I mean, we are at 19, so it's not too bad, but yeah. Do we just take the 7 here? Did they sacrifice anything just yet? They went Courier of Comestibles. Yeah, no blocks. I want them to sack the pizza, yeah. Okay, now let's do this. Okay. Karai's Technique. Ooh, that is quite nice. I guess the best way to do this is by attacking with the Dream Beavers and sneaking, right? Because, well, hold on. What happens if I attack with both? No, because then I have to kill the Frog Butler. All right, we have to kill the Rat King, I think. Guac and Marshmallow Pizza? That's your last card? Really? Oh my gosh. Unreal. You got me. Yeah, this is awesome, by the way. Like, what they're able to do with this multi-value deck is awesome. Wait, what the heck? Oh, yeah, they got back Ragamuffin Raptor and then the Anchovy and Banana Pizza. All right, well... And this is why, by the way, we are still... Okay, at least we're not a percentage gamer anymore. But this is why we have just been struggling. But you know what? Like, obviously, this is ending on a sad note, right? Just because of where we started. But I want us to take a step back and just appreciate the fact that I think in order to even get to 6-0, we got pretty fortunate, right? This is a deck that wasn't the smoothest draft. We had to play some number of filler cards, you know, a couple of Action News Crew, High Flying Ace, a couple of Eastwind Avatars, right? Couple of Hamato Guardian Stand. Like, these are all fine cards, and I think this was a totally functional deck. But we played against an excellent Sultai deck, another really, really solid, I believe, Black-White deck, and then another, the Grixis deck, that one was a brew. But all in all, I think this deck far punched higher than its weight class, if you will. And I am pretty happy overall with kind of the direction that we ended up going. And the deck that we ended up with, given our start, right? Just, I mean, think about it. We started out with Casey Jones, Sewer Valence Cam, and Mouser Foundry. And it is not an easy pivot to go from that into a black-white sneak deck, right? It is not at all. So I think making that pivot, finding this lane, in putting together something functional where I thought we would be lucky to get 3 wins with this deck is, I feel like, a victory in its own right. So all in all, I know we went 6-0 into 0-3, but I think I'm pretty happy with, you know, overall, just like the end result given the deck, right? Yes, we had good cards. We had Super Shredder, Rat King, and the Mighty Mutanimals, for sure, right? So those were good. And the Dream Beavers. And I think the Dream Beavers, I think it was better than the Leonardo. So we had 4 really, really good cards in the deck and then a bunch of, you know, decent cards to kind of go with it. So yeah, I think we put together something functional. Certainly not the sexiest deck in the world, but we got 6 wins, we got our gems back, and we lived to fight another day. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. They are your one-stop shop for Magic the Gathering singles and sealed products. So if you want to buy some Ninja Turtles booster boxes or you want some cards for your constructed decks, make sure you check out tcgplayer.com. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you're in the market for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.